Do you remember how I asked you if you had ever picked up a leaf and studied it really closely to notice all the lines? Well, in art, we call that observational drawing. You are observing something and then making a drawing of what you observe or what you see. So when we are making these contour line drawings of leaves, we have to be practicing our observational skills. That's just a fancy way of saying we are practicing looking and seeing and noticing all of the details. So I have right here 4 different pictures of leaves, and these are actually in your Nearpod slides. So if you are home or you're doing this on your own, you can look through your Nearpod slides and pick one to start practicing with. So I'm going to start practicing with my white oak leaf for you guys. And our goal is just to practice drawing the contour line leaves. I want you to create at least 2 drawings of contour line leaves in this lesson. I'm going to grab my materials so I'm ready to go. I have this paper right here, and I can actually fit 2 leaves on it if I kind of fold it in half. So I'm going to fold my paper in half so that I know I can put 1 leaf on this side and my second practice leaf on this side. All right, let's start observing. I notice there's lots of curvy lines that go out and then curve back in. Go away from the home and then come back. Drive away and come back. This leaf also has a lot of lobes, which is a fancy word for its curves. I really like to count how many lobes it has, and that helps me when I'm doing my drawing. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, and 1 at the top. All right, I am showing you my way of drawing, and this is the easiest way that I have found and the most successful. But when you're drawing, if you find a technique that works for you better, I encourage you to go for it. All right, I like to start with the stem. The stem of the leaf goes straight up the middle. So I notice this stem just isn't straight. It kind of curves along. So I'm going to curve it along like this. Now, if you look at this leaf closely, you'll see there's a line that actually stems out from my main stem and goes into the center of every single lobe. So I'm going to draw these, and they kind of look like branches. They're not all stick straight. They kind of have a little curve in them, and that's the importance of observing. If you just draw what you think a leaf looks like, you're not going to draw exactly what you're not going to draw a very accurate drawing or a drawing that looks very realistic. Remember, we're drawing a contour, we are drawing a contour line drawing, there you go, now I can say it, which just means that it's the outline of something. And it doesn't include all the shading and details. All right, right now this just looks like a twig, but this is so helpful to make the outline. Okay, I'm going to start at the bottom, and I notice that this leaf kind of comes out. It curves around. And I'm going to draw a line that just kind of borders and kind of goes around each of my branches or my leaf skeleton or vein. This little bump is pretty tiny, and it also doesn't go it also doesn't dip way back in, so just a little curve will do. My drawing is never going to be perfect or never going to be exactly like the leaf that I see in front of me. So that is okay. Curves on the bottom. I'm going to add a little stem. Kind of curves like that. I'm drawing this lobe right now. And I'm kind of being quiet because I need to focus, and I would encourage you to focus and take your time on it too. All right, I know this leaf is not exactly like this leaf, but I think it's pretty close, so I'm pretty happy with it. All right, we're almost done with the drawing part, but I want to add just a few more details. So I'm going to look back, and I'm going to draw little lines, just really the main lines that I see coming off. I'm not coming in here and just drawing lines wherever. I'm actually looking back at my drawing and noticing where I see some main lines coming off. Some of them go more straight out and some of them curve up. I see this one straight out. There's one that kind of curves up right here, here, one right here, one straight. Okay, I've created my contour line drawing. You can outline yours with a Sharpie or a black marker, and this will actually help you if you ever want to trace your drawing again, because you can always just put a paper on top and you can kind of see the line come through and actually trace your own drawing. You're not tracing someone else's drawing, you're tracing your own drawing. Notice I'm actually turning my paper as I draw so that I'm drawing a line that's closer to me. That's one of those techniques or tricks that artists like to use to turn their paper. So we started with the main inside lines, or the veins or the leaf skeleton, and then we used that to help us draw the edge or the outline or the contour line of the leaf to finish it. All right, we're going to pause here so we can talk about our maple leaf next.